Okay, so Bar, coming off of that win now, just how are you going to carry that momentum forward into the game?
Yeah, we talked about it, and today we showed the recap of the video, and for me there were two words that was very important to carry on. It's consistency and confidence, right? So you build off that through being consistent in the work that we're doing every day, and then the confidence will keep building on that. So, but you know, it was a great win. Again, like I said, response that we needed after the Tampa Bay game. Now let's carry on because it's a derby game.
So what would you say, for everything that went right in that last game, what would you say there is still to improve as you look ahead?
Well, you look at it again, like I said, the way that we press and a little bit of a communication, which happened once or twice. Once or twice in the second half. So I think those are things that you can rectify, and they understand it. They saw it in the recap today. So we got to keep, doing it.
Against Sacramento, the 2 goals came from the penalty spot, but you created a lot of open play chances. Is it frustrating to not get that open play goal? But
No.
Then how do you work on that?
For me, it's not, because at the end of the day, the penalty comes from the open play that we create. So for me, it's a goal. Goals are goals, regardless for me in the game of football. Yes, everybody want open goal, but sometimes you score from set pieces, sometimes you score from penalties. So it's about being able to score in multiple ways, and that is who we are, and that is a great thing to have.
Coach, it's Jake Jovan from Good News. You have 3 games coming up in the next 7 days. How do you manage this congestion physically and mentally with players?
Well, that's where our performance head coach Devin comes in, and how we monitor the players, and also how we do to keep players fresh. We started the season with a lot of congested games, so that kind of helped us manage, and that's going to help us now managing also through these 3 important games that is coming up now. So for us is understanding where the players are physically, mentally, but also being smart of minutes.
Yeah, when you've got a guy like Gunnar, who's earlier in his professional career, we saw last game, he had a few chances, he was maybe getting into the right spaces, but couldn't quite put it away. How do you make sure he keeps his head up and he's ready to go next week?
Both Vic and myself are working with him. On Mondays he works with Vic, on Tuesday he works with me. But the biggest thing for him, and I think in football that people don't realize, is get into those spots or creating that. Those are difficult things to do. Now is how do we continue to help him, and him also help himself by reviewing the games, understanding that the 2 greatest gifts that you need in football is speed and power, and he possesses those. So now how do we keep him get into those, and eventually I have no doubt that once he get 1 or 2 in, it will also give him a different overview of what more he can give us, but to get into those spots and create that's beautiful. So we're very happy with what he's doing. Now is the continuance of the work.
Vuko's played in the last couple of games after missing an extended bit of time. How have you seen him progress in that about 3 weeks off?
He's progressing very well, and again, he's a physical player in the back line. That brings a lot defensively, but as well also offensively on the ball and on set piece. He's a threat. So we're very happy with his progression, and now he's just getting into where he's comfortable and giving us the minutes that we need.
And Coach, you have 6 games throughout 6 home games in the months of June, July, August here. I have a stat here that Rising has been historically good between June and August. Only 5 losses since 2018 in league play in those summer months. Just how big of an opportunity is it to play upcoming 6 games at home in this to get important points to possibly climb
Absolutely,
up the
it's
table?
massive. We know the advantage we have during the summer months playing at home, so it's up to us to utilize that to our fullest, and make sure that we when those games are there, that we take care of them. But right now, the biggest focus is what we're going to do on Saturday, because that's the upcoming game. So we're looking forward to a derby game, which is wonderful. So that's where my focus is.
And you played in a lot of countries. How does the heat here in Phoenix compare to some of the other places?
Nah,
you've
brilliant.
been here?
Me, I love the heat, so there's no complaint. And you'll never hear me complain about the heat. So I lived in places where it was very cold, so I will appreciate the heat. And also I lived in places where the humidity is different, but I'll take the dry heat any time of the day.
Knowing that realistically you probably have to win in 90 minutes to still have a chance of going through in the cup, does that change the way you approach the weekend?
No, we always approach games to win. So far, nothing changes. We're going to approach it with a mindset of trying to get 3 points, going for 3 points again. Like I said, it's a derby game, and we're looking forward to the game. But our mindset will never change. We have one focus solely is to go there, perform for 90 minutes, and make sure that we can make a goal or two.
Do you like the format of the cup, that it could be one maybe mistake early on and you've still got to play out the group schedule? But
Nah, for me, it's I think if it was to me and if I had the opportunity to do so, then I will do it like a little bit of a League Cup where you bring the USL League 1, League 2, let them play, and then when we come in, then it's like a round robin cup. You play one time and then you win. I think because of the group format, there might be some disadvantage. You have some groups that have 6, you have some groups that have 7. So maybe it's something to review for the USL to make it better, because I think it's a great idea having the cup in terms of what you can provide minutes for, let's say, injury players or players that don't play much in the league game to able to showcase their quality. So I think revamping it could be a great idea.
Why did you move JP from the middle to D?
Well, we played JP center back in the last game because of we had our center backs out. Playa was out, Vuko was out, and we know that JP can do a great job at the back. So we were very happy having him